can really, you can really tell that this is 5 dongs assaulting you. I don't know why they didn't add Knuckles to the game and like add that as a thing.
Yeah, they have him in Project M.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is he? Ow.
He was.
Is he good?
He was unfinished. He was almost finished, but not quite.
Why would they just make Knuckles but not finish him?
Because at that point they allegedly got. Nobody knows, it's surrounded in mystery, but they were thinking Nintendo sent Project M a cease and desist.
For Knuckles?
Well, no, just for their whole game.
Oh.
And so literally overnight one night, they shut down the whole operation.
And they never picked Knuckles back up?
No. They leaked the files that had...
Mm-hmm.
It was Knuckles, Isaac from Golden Sun, and Lyn from Fire Emblem. Mm-hmm. And they were going to add those 3 characters. And Knuckles was almost done. Lyn was like halfway done. And Isaac was just fucked. Like, you picked him and he would just...
Crash
violently spasm.
Oh. Well. I don't know. I don't know how to comment on that. Well, the stream has started.
Oh,
People have listened to us for about a minute talk about Knuckles and Project M.
Oh, I hadn't realized, otherwise I would have...
And everybody realizes that it's you. It's Stephan,
it's
that
me.
boy. Alright, so... I was telling Stephan we're deep into the Tom Girl saga, and Chris is talking about his amiibos, because at this point in time, this is how Chris made his money. With these amiibos.
Quick.
Ooh boy.
Oh, it's got a load.
I like that cowboy one on the right.
Ooh, that's his mom.
Oh.
You know, this is real timely, because, like, it was just Black Friday, you know?
Yeah.
If this was still around, I'd be happy, but it's not.
They sold out day one. The pre-orders were through the roof.
The pre-orders were through the roof. Oh god, more amiibo videos? Please, no more. Oh, let me tell you. There's a lot more.
By the 21st of this week, November 2015.
So, this is the deal for Black Friday. You can either buy his family, Pan Up Chris, there we go, or you can buy the Sonichu family.
Oh shit. But I want both.
You can have both for a lot of money. A lot of money. Too much, actually. Tony, did you like my fan art? I did. I commented on it on the Discord, boys.
Ooh, which fan art was that?
Ooh, it was one where they were doing an apocalyptic punch on my face, but they missed.
Oh.
Yes, Chris did in fact open a Patreon. The stretch goal of the Patreon is $250,000 to pay his mortgage, for which you will get a 15-minute video that Chris will do for you. Also, he'll add you on Skype.
So that you can just chat him up anytime. You're having a tough day, just call up your boy Chris.
Look at those rings, those nails. Chris is a man who, if I could pick one word to not describe him, it's tacky. Tacky boy he is not. Are there any updates on Chris's taint gash? Not really. Chris has not given us updates on that.
It's a nice calendar he's got there.
Yeah,
is it made out of Duplo? What? Looks like it's made out of Duplo.
Is it made out of Duplo?
Also,
I can guarantee you most of this house is made of Lego. That's it.
Adding a little bit of a more bonus on the the free book offer. Yeah, that's,
follow your dreams, Gur.
Offer actually $50 or more. That goes between
what if he used that money for more Lego? I'm assuming that Chris would take the money. Let's say someone gave him $250,000. He would not use that to pay his mortgage, I can guarantee you.
Gotta buy more games.
Gotta buy more games you'll never play, unless it's Hannah Montana, the video game.
Ooh, let me tell you, I played the shit out of that when I was young.
I was actually in competitive Hannah Montana. Yeah.
I wanted to get there, but I just couldn't cut it.
My clutch stage, like when I was like when it was the final round, right,
The
and I was up against like
donations of
Dendy or like some other
$100,
professional player,
$500,
I'd
and
whip out
$1,000 increments. They will get
best of both
their choice
worlds.
of one extra
And let me,
figure.
I'd sing into that mic, and I'd wiggle my Wiimote so good. I once actually won $10,000, and John Montana himself came down. He programmed the game. John Montana himself came down and gave me a handy J before I left.
No blowy Joey, just
No
a
blowy
handy
Joey.
J.
Nah. That was, that was only that was just the qualifiers to get in. But
Yeah.
when I won the international,
and $1,000 increment donations.
Hannah John Montana himself came down and gave me a blowy Joey in front of the whole crowd.
It was a religious experience, I'm sure.
I'm sure, yeah, they started a religion for it right there. It's called the Blowy Montana religion. That's why I don't have to pay taxes. 'Cause I'm actually, it's a tax write-off as a religion.
Boy, he is still selling us on the amiibos here.
This is
This
6 minutes,
that's like a Billy Mays infomercial.
but longer and less, less enjoyable. The chat is confused as to what a blowy Joey is. It's exactly what you would think.
I was gonna say you've never gotten a blowy Joey.
You never had blowy Joey himself come down, bless you, with his luscious lips, and
He's got kissable lips.
he's got kissable lips and a lovely Jerry curl.
We call ourselves the blowiest.
The blowiest Joeys.
No, it's all good. The 105,500 and 1,000, you'll get one extra figure, and the donation increments of $500 and 1,000.
You will get one extra figure for a $1,000 donation.
Hot damn, sign me right up.
Oh my goodness.
So who's in the upper left there?
Oh, let's pause that. Maybe if we go back just like a smidgeroo here? Yeah, that's a little bit of a better angle, but, still terrible. So, that's his mom.
Alright.
The one with
The one I thought was a cowboy.
huge boobs. That's his mom. That's his dad.
I've known some cowboys with some huge boobs.
Haven't we all? They don't call him McCream for nothing. That's his dad over there. He's can you tell he's the Mega Man amiibo?
Yeah.
So top right, that's Chris when he was still named Chris. That's Chris Chan Sonichu, and on the top left over there is modern day Christine.
Oh, that's right.
You can get him with his blue hair and everything. Look at how good.
Amiibo figure
Ooh.
in the base.
It's funny. Chris always draws himself and like makes his amiibos with himself with that color of blue hair. His hair is more like a disgusting turquoise green that's just washed out and
So take advantage
greasy.
of these deals today.
Ooh.
it's.
And definitely today, or up to the 21st.
You know what my
definitely
favorite thing in the world
guarantee
is?
The 4-week time
When
frame
somebody goes
in which
into
they'll
a
give it
public
delivered
dormitory
to you,
bathroom
delivered to you by
and
Christmas.
dyes and cuts their hair and just
Thank you
leaves
very
the
much,
hair and
and have a
dye
great day.
all over the fucking place.
That happens in my dorm all the time, where people. Why didn't it go to the next one?
Gotta set that autoplay.
I have it set to auto. That's weird.
Oh, Blake Sonichu. That's Black Sonichu, Cherry Cola Sonichu, right?
Yeah. If he loads. Weapons surpass Metal Gear. He's coming. He's coming real slow, I guess. I don't know what's going on with YouTube today. Oh,
Gotta
there he
come
goes.
slow. And Dino Blast. This is Stephan with Tony. It's good.
Oh, there we go.
Here's a Quickville shopping update for all my dedicated fans and everybody.
Quickville shopping.
Of course, will be applied to
Shopping
Oh, there's
update.
more.
as well.
Oh, that's not even half of them.
Oh,
There's a
no.
lot more than this.
Sorry, it gets a little black in the back there, but anyway.
Sorry, it's a little black in the back.
Hoo-hoo.
Like the buses in the 30s.
Although I can't really do price discounts. That's
Oh. Tony, who's your favorite Sonichu? Magichan.
It's
the only one.
To every offer.
Baba Booey.
And book number 2 will be made
Baba Looney.
available
Have you seen that
on the
website?
21st
Ooh, that's a good
of this
website.
week,
What's on it?
November
It's for
2015.
Baba Looney Balloons.
And I'm gonna
And she wrote an
draw as many-
excellent
draw
song
as many pages
performed
as
by this very
possible.
excited man.
I'm
Oh, yeah?
concentrating
All about her
solely
balloon
on
folding
trying to
talent,
create
not
a few
balloon
more
folding, balloon
figures
animal talents.
that I have.
I don't think that's true, but I'm
No.
gonna believe you.
Then I'll
You can look up
concentrate on
babalooney.com.
Do you
so
have
that I
to
can
meet
have
my
time
boyfriend,
afterwards
Tony?
to take-
Maybe.
make as many-
I gotta make sure that he's girlfriend free.
Gotta be girlfriend free.
So somebody on my Discord posted a comment where he said, "Hey guys, why does Chris have a crooked dick?" And they're like, "Why?" And I don't remember who it was, but whoever did this is fantastic. They said, "So he can hook in those boyfriend-free girls," and I thought that was pretty great.
Anyway,
Never go out with a...
for
Ladies,
every
advice, never go out with a
order
guy who's not
made at my
girlfriend
shop,
free.
figure order,
Or boyfriend free. Just make sure they're
$50
free.
or more,
It's important.
It's very important.
they will get
So-
These are
a
the tips I
free
give my little sister
book.
to rope in those hot
Zero,
boys.
one,
If I remember
or number
correctly,
two,
being
coming later
boyfriend
this
free
week.
officially means that they've never had a
$50
boyfriend
or more
before, right?
gets a free
Like
book.
that's part of it, or
Don't
am I
have to add
mistaken?
it
I'd like to
for
think
cart.
that's part of it, yeah.
Yeah, that's the impression that I always got. Boyfriend free just meant like they had never had a boyfriend before. They were fresh, they were pure.
You know, fresh out the shop, that's what Chris says.
Boom.
Like, I don't know, like if I was gonna hold a girl's hand, right? And I touched it, and I was like, ooh, this feels like Stephan. I'd probably want to touch it more,
And,
but like,
also,
it was a bad example. If I touched it and I was like, ooh,
also we're gonna,
this is
adding a
Jimothy.
little bit of a
I don't like
bonus
that.
on
Like,
the,
I wouldn't want to hold hands with
free
them.
book offer.
What else could,
Yeah, that's,
where else could Jimothy
offer
have been, you know?
$50
Exactly.
more.
That's
That goes
Chris's
between the
logic for that.
figures, as
Does
well as
Stephan
the
Pokemon? He-
commission.
Oh, I am all about Pokemon. I
Our
was
order
was
just has
giddy
total
as a
$50
small
or more.
child
But,
when I heard
does
that Tony
not
got the
count
recent
on the
Pokemon game.
donation listing.
I don't
Or well,
have
it's
it.
in the mail.
It's in the mail. It's coming.
But as for the donation listing,
It's coming on the 7th,
yeah,
and
they
I'm
still
gonna
go as
get
marked,
all the
but-
Pokemans.
And I'm stating this
What
through
do I
the
look
video,
like?
and I will make an
Do you want to
extra
describe me?
copy
You could
for
either
my
be super accurate or
icon
super inaccurate, and they'll
today
never know.
with a
You could make up
photograph.
lies. You could tell the honest truth.
Well, Stephan's kind of got like a goatee.
$100, $500.
He's got kind of high cheekbones, a round face.
They will get
He's got he's got glasses that kind of look like they're like round and kind of antique looking. They're real nice. They fit his face really well. He's got luscious, long flowing hair that goes down to about a little bit above where his nipples are.
Since they both will be
On a normal person, I don't know how high or low your nipples are, but
I've got some high nipples, but they're close to my neck.
oh, okay. So that's a little low actually. Most nipples are up to your, your chin, but you know. Let's see. His hair is like a goldenish brown. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a goldeny brown, I guess.
I'm still trying to figure out price.
That's about it. He's the handsomest boy.
I was gonna say, you described me so sweetly. That was so kind of you.
I try my best. What can I say? Just don't you? Okay, so for those, do you know who those are in the back?
Are those Sonichu and Rosachu's children?
Yeah.
What are their names? I'm curious. Is there like a Sonichu Jr.?
Yeah, that's Robbie
no.
Sonichu. He's a tom girl like Chris.
Oh. Oh boy.
Yeah. That's Sarah, I think. Spelt Cera.
Oh, like Michael.
Like Michael Sarah. Michael.
Michael.
And that's Pinky Sand. I don't know this one's name. I could never remember it. But I just think it's interesting that as soon as Chris became a tom girl, Robbie also became a tom girl. This one became a huge lesbian, and this one is straight, I think. Because
I see.
he knew people would complain if he made everybody a tom girl. And I just wanted to point that out. I thought that was interesting. Christine Rosachu, thank you.
Christine Rosachu.
Stephan is our new daddy.
Anyway,
If you're gonna make him a daddy, you gotta spell his name right, kid.
I was gonna say, I don't mind. I've got siblings with names that people seem to mispronounce more. My brother, Jose, his name is of course spelled Jose, and I am shocked at the amount of people who think it's pronounced Joes.
Good old Joe's.
It's a little too Spanish for him.
About as spicy as a loaf of white bread.
1,000. Actually, I think I'm gonna read.
I notice you, Evan.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make sense if Sonichu became a tom girl? No, you see, Chris makes it very clear that Sonichu is completely straight and in love with Rosachu, and the reason that Sonichu did not become a tom girl is because he did not want to ruin the dynamic between Sonichu and Rosachu. That is very, very important.
It is kind of surprising, though, that he, like, created another character to project on, because he projects pretty fucking hard on Sonichu, yeah?
The funny thing about that is that Robbie already existed, he just made it into a tom
he just
girl.
changed Robbie.
And actually, you bring up a good point, which I'm gonna pull up here. So, this... Where the fuck is it?
Reginald Sneasel?
Sneasel, there we go.
Oh, it's forbidden.
Ooh,
The forbidden fruit.
The Sneasel fruit. But this is Reginald Sneasel. Now, at a certain point in the comic, Chris takes himself out of it because people were complaining that he was the main focus, so he took himself out and put himself in a time void.
Boy.
Now, Chris still needed a character to project on and be a main OC, but instead of using Sonichu, he created Reginald Sneasel. This character is literally Chris in everything that he does, and Chris doesn't even realize it. It's hilarious, because he didn't purposely make Reginald Sneasel to be himself.
I'm shocked that he listened to the input of the quote-unquote fans and actually removed himself from the That's a shocking move.
Yeah, by removed, I mean he put himself in the time void.
Yeah.
But at any point in the story where Chris wants to interfere,
he will pops back in.
He'll open a small purple portal from the time void, and he'll pop out and do something, and then go back in.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And he spends about... I don't know, one issue in there, and then they pull him out.
Oh.
They just jump right in and pull him right out, while Sonichu and Magi-chan do it, I think.
It'll be the me figures.
They're just walking around the woods, and then all of a sudden the time portal opens. They're like, let's get him out of there! Father's in there! Father!
Up to the 21st to definitely guarantee
it's mad.
4-week time frame.
There should be an edited version of Sonichu where every instance of father is replaced with daddy.
Every instance of Sonichu is replaced with daddy. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
And there he is.
Do what makes you.
Do what makes you.
Do what makes you.
Anyway, I'm here tonight because obviously for years, since I started the controls and whatnot, there have been instances of fakers and false products that I had no approval of or have participated in whatsoever. And now this has come to my attention.
Don't you love this view?
Yeah, this is...
Of my Adult Chronicles titled
You know what's weird?
What?
It looks like that's filmed on a cell phone, but he's also holding a cell phone.
But anyway,
I wouldn't put it past him to be using his mom's cell phone.
She prefers to be called
Francine.
of Washington.
Mm-hmm.
You'll say from Pittsburgh.
Do what makes you moist.
She's not transitioning very well either. So she claimed to be.
You know what's what he's doing here?
Is he... I can't quite tell, but is he making fun of trans people?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, you're not in the
saying-
position to do that.
He's making fun of another person, saying that they're not transitioning well enough and that they're bad.
Wow, Chris. Wow.
You know, because Chris is obviously doing it super smoothly.
Yeah, it's seamless.
Seamless. I can't tell that Chris is disgusting.
Me and selling with. So here's the deal, Francine. You cut me in on it on about half of that, half of what you have made.
This is not the first time this has happened. Whenever somebody comes forth and makes Sonichu products,
Otherwise, shut your online store down.
Shut your online store down.
whenever someone makes something Sonichu related, even if it's not making money, Chris will message them and say, "Give me most of your profits."
Oh, are you giving him half the profits of
Let me
the
assure
Corrupted
you,
Gaming Show?
of the 3 gumballs a month that I can afford with the money I make doing these
2 of them are
streams,
going to Chris.
2 of them go to Chris. Not even 1.5, 2. A full 2 gumballs go to Chris. He's actually stuffing his bra with those gumballs. That's why his boobs get bigger every time we see him.
Oh.
Did he just stick his tongue out? You bet he did, boy.
But everybody should
Give you a
come
lick.
to me on my on Etsy.
That was
and any
fantastic.
other shops that I personally
Not
the gumballs.
reference.
Chris's
my
boobs look
Facebook
smaller.
page,
Yeah, it's the
plus my
angle.
Twitter
This
feed,
angle is
and definitely
slightly
on my
higher
Etsy
than what Chris would
storefront.
normally do. Normally, Chris would do his angles a
Additional
little bit
branches
below himself,
may
which makes him look a lot bigger than he is, though he is very large.
still
Can we go back to the amiibos? No.
Thank you all very much and have a good, pleasant day.
Ooh, he wished me a good, pleasant day. I'm feeling good now.
Hello, good day. This is Christine Chandler.
Look at that comb over.
Oh.
Can you tell he's balding?
He's got music going on in the background.
Yeah, all these videos have had music going on in the background.
Oh, it
He,
doesn't work.
Nah, he plays... As soon as he entered the Tom Girl saga, it's really weird. He stopped playing pop music in the background and started playing this kind of old 50s music. I think he found his dad's records, I couldn't tell you.
Let me tell you, in my honest opinion, the Chris Chan season 4 opening was the best opening by far, best music choice in that
I'd say
season.
so. I mean, part 2 was good and, like, you know, it had Katy Perry, but it's not this. Yeah, do this. This is really
Oh.
a good idea.
What's going on here?
To prove yourself as yourself, you should always show your driver's license on camera, boys and girls.
And then you should whip out your SSN and then show the front and back of your credit card.
Real slow so people, you know,
Yeah.
can do that. If you were wondering, yes, that was a dog you heard in the background. Chris does in fact have pets. Way too many. That
Didn't
isn't...
a bunch die in the fire, or
One died,
One died.
for sure, and one, I think, ran away. And that was a cat that died.
March 2000, and
He didn't have a dog then, but he has a dog now.
what's the dog's name?
That, well, attest to that
Fuck
is
if I know.
that creation as
I can't remember, actually.
Anyway,
We can
all
say
my
one thing for
original-
certain,
all the
it's
original
probably
hand
suffering.
drawings,
It's
the
probably
very
very
things
sad
that
all
made
the time.
comic book pages exist. You cannot substitute these at all. You, could
You
put
can't
these under
recreate
the
them. You could get
professional's
Picasso
microscope like they do on
himself.
Pawn Stars.
What the
What-
fuck?
what about Pawn Stars?
What was that?
You cannot substitute these at all. You could put these under the professional's microscope like they do on Pawn Stars.
Oh,
Hmm.
like they do on Monster.
And tell that
Oh,
they are
one
all
of Chris's
from
most recent
time to time.
videos. We'll get to it. Right now, my playlist of Chris Jam videos is about 500 videos
All
long.
my
Once we get to around 490, there's a video. It's like
up to date,
10 minutes
even up to
long
my
of him
11th
playing
book.
Skylanders, and the whole time you can't hear the game or Chris talking because there's just Pawn Stars loudly playing in the background.
Yeah.
I'm not
Which
kidding.
I'm
That
still
actually
working on.
exists.
Book 11. All
Ooh.
that. Definitely you can tell.
Man, I remember reading through that with Dane. It was a wacky time.
Oh, have I told the chat yet about how me and my sweetheart bonded over the summer? How we snuggled up in bed every night and watched Tony and Dane read Sonichu?
I feel like you might have mentioned it last time I had you here, but I
Oh.
couldn't remember for the life of me.
Well, it's what we did, and let me tell you, it's a good time. If you're ever looking for a good mood, chat, just snuggle up in bed with the one you love, and listen to Sonichu.
It was funny because I cringed really hard when Stephan told me that, because I'm a lot different than I was in high school. I'm not as angry of a boy. I have a lot less things to be angry about.
Everything.
So I'm not as edgy as I was back then. And Stephan told me, he said, it was weird hearing you say things that were things I thought to myself Tony wouldn't say. And I was like, yeah, I was an edgy boy. Not so much like that anymore, though I am. I'm like a small Reaper, not so much a... I'm more like a Gabriel than I am a Reaper, you know?
Everything.
What was that? What was that page? Can I actually check that out again? I'm curious if that is.
And I possess all my own intellectual rights and...
Oh,
looks like
that's
a board
the,
game.
That's the Sonichu board game. I forgot that was a thing, actually. Oh, there's
Oh, look at Sonic there.
the Nintendo Power, the original.
New pages is there, but it's still incomplete. I mean,
That's a weird picture of Chris.
Yeah, this is the CD that he made in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his high school teacher said, make an original CD, no copyrighted characters, hence why he created Sonichu. And that little sombrero down there, that is a sombrero, man.
Excuse me.
I don't know the actual name for it.
Is that what was his pseudonym? Ricardo, right?
Yes. Ricardo. So this sombrero is a Pokemon he made, and its special ability, or its description, says that it speaks a foreign language that no one can understand, and it confuses its enemies with that language.
Oh no!
CD cover for computer graphics class, which my witnesses
sombrero, man. Halo of anal beads. Those little beads above his head were Pokemon card stats.
Ooh.
Nobody else will have this very book.
No one will have this. This is one of the few things that Chris saved from the fire. This binder.
I mean, it's a whole bunch of Christery.
It's funny about this is that he started the fire in the basement. He would have had to have ran upstairs, grabbed those, and then ran out.
Oh.
And then I think he went in and saved the cats too.
Really?
Or grabbed them on the way out. I honestly could not tell you that feel when you never get noticed.
Oh. Who said that? I'll notice the fuck out of them.
It's cats right there at the top.
Oh, well, I'm noticing you right now.
But not anymore, because you're now off the screen.
I was gonna say, now I'm not. I already forgot your name.
Does Chris...
It's not true, I love you.
Does Chris's mom still hoard? Sorta, not as much as Chris, because she doesn't really have the money to. Also, she's not really there enough. She's kinda...
What is she doing these days?
Sitting around being used by Chris to beg for money.
Watching Pawn Stars.
Watching Pawn Stars. Best I can do is $1.
Gmail address, which I'll put that below here as well. That's my screening.
Which cat died? I could not tell you the name of Chris's cats.
Wow, Tony, you don't know the names of every cat Chris has cared for?
The orange one is named Sorbet. That's all I know. Okay, there's Lucy. Lucy is the one that he held in his arms once, and she screeched uncontrollably on camera. That one I do remember. There's Lucy.
Accepting donations and selling on my Etsy shop of my figures and everything.
Minge, I think is the name of one of them. Fuck, I couldn't tell you.
That's about it for right now.
There's Lucy, and then there's Sorbet. Sorbet's a new one. That's how I know. That's all I know. Ooh, his hair here.
Fresh out of the shower.
Fresh out of the...
His bi-monthly shower.
Out of the chemical wash station. Lucy, Pollo, and Sorbet. Oh, is Pollo one of the new ones? I think it is. I think Chris calls it Polo.
Oh, Chris.
This is the face of...
Door squeak for ASMR.
Changed the name legally to Christian. He's now going by Christine Weston Chandler.
The rundown.
Virginia.
It looks so stringy. It looks like ramen. But like not good kind.
Like the cheaper than cheap kind.
Scamper was another name of the cat. Somebody just
Hey
posted
Puss.
that.
Is he grabbing one? Oh, I thought he said Hey Puss. I'm sorry.
All of the original prototypes of each individual figure.
These are all the originals. Those.
Not reprints.
Not reprints. My grandpa watches this show about these guys on the History Channel, and they're looking for some ancient Holy Crusade gold hidden like 1,000,000 feet underground on this island in Canada.
Yeah.
And that gold, if they ever find it, will not be worth a fraction as one of those amiibos. He also watches Hitler Hunters way too much.
Excuse me, Hitler Hunters?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Hitler has been... He's been gone for a while. Why are you still hunting?
Old Man Hiddle's not around, okay? I think it's called Hunting for Hitler, actually. It's about people just going around looking for Hitler.
What, like historical, like, people who looked for him in the war? Or, like, people who are out there,
Right now.
like, shaking their fist in the city, like, Adolf!
You know, I've never watched it. My grandpa's told me they're looking for him right now because they think he's still around.
I gotta say, I don't think that's true.
You never know. He could have become immortal. He consumed Ava Braun and gained her powers. Her powers of large shoulders.
Whew.
Ava Braun had some big shoulders.
I was gonna say, she had those shoulders. Imagine the shoulders their kid would have had. Whew.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Would have had a great mustache too.
Yeah.
Fantastic comb over. If you're wondering, Chris is in this video still making fun of this trans person.
Oh, Chris, you're really dragging this person. You're like,
How many amiibos did Chris sell? The funny thing is I don't know how many he sold, but he sold a lot. But he never really made a profit off of them, believe it or not. He only made about, I don't know, $5 or $10 per amiibo sold, despite charging like 60 per amiibo.
yeah, I don't know how much an amiibo costs. I should ask Skylar.
It's like $10 at the store. $10 if you buy it at the store.
She also said that some are worth more than others, like the Smash Bros. Ones are more expensive than like
Yes.
the Animal Crossing ones.
The Smash Bros. Ones are very expensive. There were ones made in limited runs. Others, Nintendo originally did not think amiibos would take off as much as they did, so some of them were not made as much of. Tony, will you ever stream Corruption of Champions? Buddy, I can't stream porn. It's the YouTubes. But yeah, it's like between $10 to $15 depending like what store you're at. Oop.
I dropped my little earbud.
But yeah, like if you're gonna buy like a Little Mac amiibo, that's gonna be like $1 zillion compared to like a Peach amiibo.
Well, it's alright, you've already got the best one.
Wow.
Wah!
The funny thing is that my Wario amiibo was unbeatable by everybody until I think my Charizard amiibo.
Ooh, what was your
my-
Charizard's name?
Fuck. I think it was just Charizard. Tony, will you ever stream the Corrupted Gaming Show? No. These people are hacks. Fuck them. But, no, my Charizard amiibo beat the shit out of him.
Damn.
Beat the shit out of everybody at once. He's that good. I don't know what I did to him. Like, I'm really good at training Waz and, like, other amiibos, but I don't really know.
And then onto paper on March 17th, 2000. And I have witnesses at Manchester High School to attest that, including the teacher in my computer graphics class.
I have those same storage bins behind him, actually.
Oh.
Putting this on his
It's a little weird.
OK Cupid profile. I mean, he's like, oh, I don't read books because it's too hard.
I really doubt Chris reads books.
You know, Chris was asked once in the Father Call, like, what was the last book he read?
My favorite music is
And Chris's answer was Catcher in the Rye, I think? Maybe it was Catcher. It was like some high school book, right? And the guy responded with, "That's a book that they make you read in high school. That is not like an actual book. My daughter read that in like 7th grade." He's like, "Well, it was really hard." He's like, "No, it's not."
Seattle Lesbian Trans Woman Community Member of the Year Award.
Boy, he's got a voice.
He's got a
I want to
voice.
see him on The Voice, the television program.
What is that?
It's a singing show.
Oh, The Voice?
Yeah.
I thought you said V Voice. Okay.
No, I got drunk and watched it one night. Let me tell ya.
Was it good?
I don't remember.
Oh my god. Oh, it was To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, I'm all about that book.
I remember reading that in high school, and everybody hated it because like everybody hated every book, even if it was good. I remember reading To Kill a Mockingbird and Mouse, and I liked both of them.
Ooh, yeah.
Mouse was good.
Did you read Flowers for Algernon?
I did not.
Ooh, I love that book.
What's it about?
It's a little hard to explain, but there's a man named Charlie, and he is mentally disabled, and he signs up for a scientific program that's meant to basically correct his illness and turn him into
Oh,
like
let me
a
introduce
regular
to
member
you
of
a few
society.
other different
And they also,
things.
before they tested it on humans, they
An
tested it on
argument
rats,
with his
and
own
specifically one named
biological
Algernon.
elderly father
And what happens is his
about
condition actually improves to such a rate that he becomes a
swapping
genius.
gender
Ooh.
identities
But
and
Algernon
whatnot.
is ahead of him,
He
and it quickly
assaulted
becomes
him,
apparent
punched
that you
him
peak
during
and then
that
you start heading
argument.
back down.
Oh.
So he's a genius, and he feels his
That's
mental
elder
state
abuse right
deteriorating back to his original state.
That's super interesting.
It's a really good
My
book.
father.
I should read it. I don't read books other than Shug the Pup, the story of
Yeah.
a real dog.
I was gonna say this is what the chat came here for, right?
Shug the
book
Pup?
book discussion.
You guys have
Book
you guys
club.
have come for my reading of Shug
Oh.
the Pup, the story of a real dog, correct?
Fuck yes. Have you told them the story of Shug the Pup yet?
Let's tell them the story right now.
So we were out and about. Tony and I, we were hitting the town one day, and we roll up to an antique store, looking for dolls, which is actually true. We were.
I had an art project, right?
and we're in this store, and I glance upon the shelf, and I see standing before me, Shug the Pup, the story of a real dog.
From 1927, and I bought this book on the spot, based entirely on this first sentence. Shug the Pup, Chapter 1, Rat Terrier or Hound. This is the first sentence. Shug was mad. Just plain mad.
And if that doesn't hook you right away, I don't know what will.
I know, right? I'm gonna read the first paragraph, though.
Do it.
Hadn't been eaten all the gravy, drunk all the milk, and gnawed all the bones he could find, ever since he was a little pup. So he would soon grow into a big dog? Question? That's a question, a very long one. And now all the thanks he got for it was to hear Uncle Bob say, "Yes, I was cheated in that dog.
God
I
damn
paid
it, Uncle
$1
Bob."
for a rat terrier, and now he's twice as large as he was supposed to be. I'm afraid he's gonna grow into a hound."
And it only gets better from
It
there.
only gets better. He's got two owners, Timmy and Billy. I think
And let me tell you, they're fucking idiots.
they're fucking dumb. They see a horse and they're like, "Let's kick
fuck
the
with
shit
that
out
horse, yeah. Tony, we've read this cover to cover already. We tuck each other in and like
He
take
also
turns
got
reading.
arrested.
It's just a good book, you know.
Clifford's tragic backstory.
Clifford's based.
I want to get this fetish. Lemon juice into his urethra.
Urethra? Urethra Franklin? Oh, we had the same thought.
I'm glad that we did. That was fantastic.
Anywho, I'm just
Let me tell you, I wouldn't want
between
lemon
all-
juice in my
between
urethra,
all
Franklin.
that and micro details I know
I like to keep my
about
urethras
him,
pristine, so you can
I have
resell
my
them.
sources.
Ooh, yeah.
You take that Franklin out
You
of the
flip
box.
it.
It's ruined.
Between all that and his insults to me directly in the email,
Tony, do you watch Cory in the House? You
It's
know,
our
I watched
favorite
Cory.
anime.
I watched it when it was on the air. I'm not kidding. Not like religiously, but I checked it out whenever my sister watched. And holy shit, it was so bad that it transcended and became good. It was glorious. It's deserving of the meme.
But I implore to my fans as well. Y'all know me
You know,
worldwide.
it's funny.
my
Chris
face.
says
You've never
getting,
had to see
you
this
know,
guy's face.
lemon juice in your urethra is
Never
the
had to
worst
see Jeff's
fetish, and
face.
fuck you. He drew a picture of himself squeezing his tits, sitting, you know, like the classic like porn.
Oh yeah, just spread eagle.
No, not spread it like on the knees, waiting for like a
Oh yeah,
load.
just like
Yeah, like he's doing that pose in the picture, holding his tits.
And if it wasn't for
And there's a ginormous lemon.
handheld,
Hold on, I'm not. I'm still going. There's a ginormous like container of pink lemonade with a lemon vag coming out of it, and it's squirting pink lemonade onto him.
and this wasn't fan art. He drew
No,
this.
he drew that. That was him. Yeah, it was on his Facebook.
He drew that, and he said, "You know what? The world needs to see this."
Yeah, it came with a story too.
Oh,
tasty lemon china. Give me that pink lemonade, daddy. Do you think do you or Stefan watch Westworld or Ash vs Evil Dead? You know, I haven't seen Ash vs Evil Dead.
I really
want
to see it. I think I told Tony the story of my experience with the Evil Dead. But my mom has this boyfriend, and they've broken up and gotten together a few times, but they got together when I was a little kid, and his thing was he had a lot of movies. And like he made an attempt to bond with me by sharing movies.
Bond with me, Stefan.
Bond with me. And that's also how I watched the Super Mario Brothers movie. But so he wanted to watch The Evil Dead, and my mom was like, I don't know, Stefan is a small boy, and Cliff was like, no, don't worry, it's not scary. And I mean, it's not actually the original. But boy, little Stefan sitting in front of the TV watching the original Evil Dead.
You know, I caught a glimpse of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I was a real little kid, where he's holding the chainsaw over his head and just like flinging it around.
That's dangerous.
And it was like I walked into a basement. There was a TV, no lights on in that basement, just that TV and that on the screen. I ran right out. It was at my friend's house. Ran all the way home.
Were people down there, or did your friend just? Oh, okay.
Like they were down there watching it, and my friend. It wasn't him though. It was his older brother. But my friend wasn't in the house. I thought he was downstairs. I went down there, saw that, freaked out, and went home.
Oh.
I found out years later that wasn't actually the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was a scary movie. Whichever one had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in it, for that one little scene. I cried for like 3 nights in a row because it was so scary. I was like, oh no, there's a big guy with a chainsaw. It's so spooky. I was sad.
He's got friends.
Oh my god, this is a 15-minute video.
Jeez, what's it entitled? I am me, he is not.
You know, it's funny, like the video titles that people give to Chris's video. Oh, I talked about this. This is, for those of you who watched my last episode of the stream, I'm not going to repeat it again, but this is Chris talking about Jeff, who I talked about. Jeff was the guy that Chris sent the Sonichu medallion to that had a bad face on it. So the guy pulled his money from his eBay, so Chris, you know, harassed him. And then that guy got a bunch of free shit from Chris because he basically told him, if you don't give me free shit, I'm not going to pay you. It's that guy. That's why Chris is making this video. He's upset.
Classic Jeff.
Classic Jeff.
Remember this face? This is my face, personally.
Remember that face.
Covered in grease.
Mm. Could you imagine if you woke up in the morning and like you were out of oil and you just rubbed Chris's face into your pan?
Boom.
Boom.
Your bacon would be sizzling.
Sizzling. You know, like when you make bacon, right? And then have you ever done this where you make bacon, right? And then you use that bacon grease to make something else and you cook right after that, so it's got that bacony taste. You know? It's like that, but like, you know, it tastes like Sonichu. it's
waxy Sonichu.
Like if I opened a restaurant, I would make my special, my breakfast it would be called Zap to the Extreme. And it would have like you'd make it like that, you know.
Yeah.
Let me just actually rewind here. This is one of my least favorite things that Chris has ever done.
Very bad man. Very, very bad man.
Oh no. That's a sassy finger waggle.
Seinfeld reference.
It makes me so mad. I don't know why.
It's valid.
No.
Anyway, yes, this is...
I don't know what it is about
It's
him
a
wiggling his
Seinfeld
finger,
reference.
sassing me. It just makes me so internally upset.
Female soul.
I just stop wiggling your finger. I can't take it. Yeah, it's not just me. It's just I don't even like Seinfeld. It's just the finger wagging.
That's about all I can. That's all I can think of right now. Lying goes blank. It bothers me.
I bet it goes blank pretty frequently, like multiple times a day.
Yeah, you see,
I'm not saying it is.
when Chris was young, he would use autism as an excuse to never do anything, and eventually it started to sink in that wasn't working for him, and he adapted. This is a rare example of him adapting. He stopped using autism as an excuse for things. Instead, he uses stress. But eventually that stopped working because people called him out on it. And now what he does is a combination of the two, where he says, due to stress and autism, his mind blanks out and just blames autism again. It's really, he just went full circle, I'd say. Not a flattering angle.
Mm-mm.
He looks like... Alright, let me pull up a picture of this. Let me see. You know what he looks like? You know what he looks like? He looks like the dwarf in Morrowind.
But without beard.
Just without the beard, really, yeah. He looks like the spider dwarf in Morrowind. In the Elder Scrolls, dwarves are like non-existent.
Oh yeah.
They disappeared, but this one guy still exists. And Chris...
And he's very well fed.
He's very well fed. He's a very nice guy, I can assure you. But yeah, Chris reminds me of that guy. The dwarfy boy. I think it's the stomach, really. How it just sort of overflows. I'm overflowing.
I'll overflow. I tried showing Tony my favorite anime, Fooly Cooly, the other day, and he didn't like it very much, and that's okay. But
if I just watched all of it, I think I'd be into it.
I was gonna say, I feel like the best way to watch Fooly Cooly is just all the episodes one after another, but unfortunately that's a commitment. That's like watching a movie.
That is. I mean, I think I could do it, because it wasn't horrible. It just
wasn't his thing.
I needed to sit through all of it if I was gonna do it.
But yeah, let me tell you, chat, Fooly Cooly is basically my favorite thing.
Am I gonna do fan art at the end? I will. But sorry, yes.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I'm all about it. I have that poster in my room. I've cosplayed 2 characters because I'm a fucking dork. All my computer backgrounds are Fooly Cooly themed.
You have a Fooly Cooly poster?
Yeah, hanging right above. Oh.
I've only done the one cosplay, and that was my first one, my Joseph Joestar cosplay. And people were able to recognize who I was, so that was enough for me.
So, there was one convention I went to where I was, so Fooly Cooly is my favorite show, but my favorite movie is called The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T by Dr. Seuss. And I was the main character, the 12-year-old Bart. And I went to the convention dressed as Bart, and Skylar went dressed in her very incredible Falco costume that she made.
Ooh.
Yeah, with a head where, like, when she talked, the beak moved.
Oh, that's cool.
It was fucking incredible. And she got all the attention, which I totally didn't mind. Like, I was cool with it. People were like, oh, let's take a picture, and I'd scooch out, because they only wanted a picture of her. And there was one person who recognized me. And they were like, holy shit, I need a picture. And I was like, you got it. And I proceeded to step out of the way. And they were like, no, with you. Actually, you know what? You know who else recognized me? Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he was at the convention, and I went to, meet him, and he was like, oh shit, that's a decent movie. My dad likes it. And I was like, wow, you're the second person to recognize me, Doug.
I don't know, he was at the convention at Kineticon, but I didn't see him. I didn't see any of the Channel Awesome crew because I didn't go to any of their panels.
Yeah.
All their panels were at the same time as the Hypnotist, and most people went to the Hypnotist because he was amazing.
Let me tell you, the people that showed up for the Channel Awesome panel, a little bit frightening. They were very excited. They were so excited to see our boy
intense.
Doug.
My boy. Chris. I gotta get back on topic. What is...
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've been going off.
Chris is accepting Jeff's apology. He's still talking about Jeff. Christ. But, what was I gonna say? I can't even remember. I was gonna talk about the convention. Oh yeah, this one person... I was just looking, me and Alexander were walking through the convention hall, and we were trying to buy some weird Japanese snacks for funsies. And we were looking at some in a booth, and behind me, I hear Bloody Stream.
That's amazing.
I just hear somebody playing it on their phone, and it keeps getting louder. And I turn around and I shoot a pose. I do a Joseph pose right there, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
Oh shit!
They were very happy with.
Oh my god!
Oh, holy shit! I have to go. I saw a guy. There was one guy there as old Joseph, but he never once noticed me.
Oh.
I followed him around for like 5 minutes at one point, and he was there with the other Joestar like crew. There was a crew of people. They all went as JoJo characters, and they were very elitist. They did not like other JoJos.
Do you still have your Joseph cosplay?
I do.
I was gonna say, if we end up doing a convention over the summer, I was considering trying to do like a Caesar thing, and then we could be Joseph and Caesar together.
You can have my headband.
Yeah.
I already have the headband for you. I just need to like cut some holes in my shirt. I wasn't confident in my cosplay.
Oh no, you just gotta go with it. I dressed up as a 12-year-old boy and like a middle school. You just gotta go.
Like, here's the thing though, at the very end of the convention, there was this girl who came up to me. She was very excited. She was there with her friend who didn't like JoJo. She told her friend to fuck off. She was like, I gotta talk to this guy. She's like, my friend doesn't like JoJo, I told her to fuck off because I gotta talk to you right now. This girl, like, if I had told her that if she sucked my wiener, that Joseph Joestar would appear in front of her, actually, she would have done it. She was very into my cosplay in a kind of weird and sexual way, and she was like...
A lot of people get like that at conventions.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of funny. She just appreciated my cosplay, but she goes, I notice it's really spot on, except for the sides of your shirt. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? And she's like, you're not showing your stomach, and like you don't have the holes to show your abs. So I'm like, so I pulled my shirt up, and I'm like, I don't have abs. This is just chest hair.
Ooh.
She was like, ooh, no. That's what she did. She goes, no, you gotta go for it, because you look good. And Alexander's like right there, and I'm like, that's really nice, but I'm gonna head out now, because I felt kind of weird, so I backed out. But I mean, next time I'm probably gonna cut holes in it and probably
You should do it.
roll it up, because I'm confident in my cosplay, because it was pretty good.
That's what you gotta do. What I learned from all the cosplays I've done is that you just gotta be confident. I went once, not a single person recognized me. Someone even said, wow, you've got a wacky sense of style. And I was like, this isn't my style, I'm a character. And they were like, really?
You got a lot of fingers there.
Oh, no, it wasn't my Bart cosplay. I was Come On from Fooly Cooly, but it was before I had my goatee.
Ooh.
And as you remember from the other night, Come On has his goatee.
That's true.
And I think I could pull it off better now. But
I think you could too.
that was also when I was fat, so the shirt that I made, because I made the striped shirt to look identical, is like way big on me
Did you
now.
dye your hair?
I didn't. His hair is brown.
Oh, I thought it was black.
I guess in some shots it looks black, but...
Okay. But, yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna do that. I'm probably gonna cut holes in it. If you guys ever want to meet me, I always go to Kineticon every year. And I think me and Stephan are talking about going.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it'll be a great time.
It's so good. How was your day at work? Who went to work? Who had a bad time at work?
I was gonna say Friday, or wait, it's Saturday, so I wouldn't even work today anyway. I was about to say Friday's the only day I don't work, and today's Friday, but it's not.
It's, you know, it doesn't feel like the weekend though.
No.
Maybe it's just me.
Man, he's still going.
Spending 9 minutes talking about Jeff when I was able to summarize it in like 5.
I wish that Chris would spend 9 minutes talking about me.
Yeah?
Pay him $1,000 and...
Pay him $250,000. He'll bump that up to 15 to 30.
Ooh.
Chris, just talk about how much you want to get a blowy Joey from me. Do it. The funny thing is that Chris put a very intense, like, I won't break this rule in his Patreon. It says he will not swear. And if there are swears in the thing that you ask him to read, he will censor it with whatever he wants.
Ooh, Sonichu and Rosachu's folksy theme song.
It's the mighty zapping boom of the mighty Sonichu. It's the mighty zapping blade of the mighty Rosachu.
Can I actually get some closed captioning on
The
that?
mighty flaming shoes of the mighty Blake Sonichu. It's the mighty vine whip of the mighty wild Sonichu. It's the mighty tidal wave of the mighty bubbles Rosachu. It's the mighty person grace of the mighty Angelica Rosachu. It's the mighty mock punch of the mighty punchy Sonichu. It's the mighty psychic waves of the mighty magic chat. Chance on the two, and with me, we defend the city from the
Oh, you know, I think I've seen that before. But boy, it gets me every time.
I'm just, I'm just wondering. Is that supposed...
Who, buddy?
Yeah, no... Wait, does this one the same exact amount of time as the last one?
What?
No, it's 3 seconds more. I thought it was weird that the video he made was... No, I thought it was the same amount of time as the last one he did. That was weird. You know... If that... Could you imagine... Chris had a TV show, like...
Whew.
That's what the intro would have been. Also, for some reason, YouTube is being...
We better call up John YouTube.
Yeah, get on it. John Google needs to whip John YouTube into shape, you know?
Yeah.
But nah, what? Oh, okay.
Oh, here we
And
go.
also, don't forget, for the holidays, you could bring families and couples home between the main Sonichu roast you and their kids. Maja-chan and Sylvana,
Savannah's got a
me and my mom and
big
dad.
wiener.
Does she now?
Bubbles and Blake.
Chris removed it though, so
Even,
Magishan wouldn't
Captain
be
Juan and
Gay.
a gay boy.
a male and female jerk cop or two. And
Ooh, I want the
also,
jerk
Bob and
hops.
Simone
I want the
roast you,
lady
and
jerk
now
off, if you know
available.
what I'm saying, Samuel.
Sandy roast you and
Oh.
Subpoena roast you.
You can get
Did he say subpoena or pina?
Zappina. You
Zappina.
can get, she's the jailbait Sonichu.
Oh no.
Because I don't know if you noticed, but she's got some big tits. She's like 12.
Oh, Chris. Oh,
She's like-
Chris.
Actually, how old is she exactly? Let's Google that. How young are these titties? I gotta... How old? She is 14. I was off by 2.
Oh.
That does not make it any better. She is actually the most revealing Rosichu of all of them.
Well, too.
mm,
So, thank you very much,
I
and
don't
have a
like
happy and
that.
pleasant
Anyone who's
holiday.
got
Get
bigger
together with
tits
your
than her
families
is his
and
mom.
appreciate
Oh,
togetherness.
Chris.
Chris has
No.
gone on record as saying he would have sex with his mom if given the opportunity. Also, mighty lesbian t-shirt.
He said that about
Yeah.
his mama?
Yeah, he also says that he would fuck a dog
Because I have not received
if,
a
like,
response, I have a
given the chance.
letter that I had
But it'd have to be a sexy dog,
Oh,
as
yeah.
he puts it, so it'd have to be like a border collie.
and I believe I
You
sent
know.
it either that same day or the day
Chris.
after on Friday.
What is that
Don't
behind
be-
him? What is that drink? Is that a Maggity McDonald's? Is that a John McDonald's drink?
McDonald.
McDonald is good. Eat McDonald is good.
In Charlottesville,
Oh,
Virginia,
you
You
need to
know-
hit Taco Bell sometime soon.
Ooh, we should get some Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. Those, like, I don't know what those were. Those fried chicken.
Oh yeah, they were little taquitos.
little taquito. Those were so good.
Let me chat. Go out to Taco Bell right now. Get a quesarito and some taquitos.
Oh,
Best
they have
shit.
these chicken taquitos. They're like tiny and fried, and they are so delicious. A little overpriced because they're a new item, so they
Yeah.
gotta charge a little bit, but they're good.
I never got your name, I'm sorry. To preface this letter,
What
I
is
most
this?
humbly apologize for everything.
Embargo on GameStop. I don't think he's using the word embargo right.
This one's actually kind of important to listen to. So
Alright,
this one is Chris talking. He wrote this letter to say to GameStop to unban him because they banned him from every GameStop in the state for macing an employee. Can we actually hear him say that again and then hear him pause?
2014. In regards to the protest of Sega changing Sonic the Hedgehog's arm color to blue from tan, more recently I have learned that the next console Sonic the Hedgehog game, his arm color will be back to tan, and therefore I have concluded the protest against Sega and made the official statement.
Yeah, let me tell you, when Nickelodeon decided to change SpongeBob's tie from red to crimson,
yeah.
I literally went to the Nickelodeon studio. I went to John Nickelodeon
And you
Studios.
slimed him?
And I slimed him. I dropped my pants.
And gave him the Nickelodeon slime.
had contacted Sega.
Let me tell you, he said the special word, and I gave him the Nickelodeon slime, and he changed it back to red.
Against me in my protest. I ended up banned from the 4 local above GameStops and
Oh my god.
Ooh, buddy.
Went to John Nickelodeon's house. And
Slimed him right in front of his wife and kids.
His wife, Joan Nickelodeon, and John Nickelodeon Jr. None
Johnny
were
Nick is
safe.
what they call him.
They were in the splash zone. They got. It was Thanksgiving dinner. They were having a big Nickelodeon slime down dinner. I basted their turkeys so good. Grandma Nickelodeon. She hadn't seen that much slime since 19-dickety-2. Emphasis on the dickety. Grandpa had a heart attack. They had to shut down Nickelodeon Studios because he died. They had to wheel him out onto the aggro crack. They wheeled him out onto the aggro crack and lit it on fire so he could rise up into
Like
the
a
spirit,
true Viking.
like a true Nickelodeon Viking.
He had the Nickelodeon guts, let me tell you. Oh boy. Oh,
Oh my god.
we're dying.
I'm dying. I'm fogging up my glasses. I'm laughing too hard.
Oh, I've got some tears.
Oh my god. Nickelodeon Vikings.
Oh.
Oh my god. Man,
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to write a book and it's gonna be about that.
The day Tony slimed him.
The day you got slimed, kid.
Get good or get slimed.
They should have had a show called Get Good, Get Slimed, where they made kids play competitive Overwatch.
And if they fucked up, they get Nickelodeon
If
slime.
you pick Genji, you get slimed. You pick Hanzo, they double slime you. Oh my
And don't
God.
even get me started on when you pick Symmetra.
If you pick Symmetra on attack, they inject you with slime to turn you into a slime.
You become Ghostbusters Slimer. Nickelodeon's Ghostbusters Slimer.
Slime Time Live. Nickelodeon's National Day of Slime.
Oh, and Chris is thanking our soldiers, our brave countrymen
soldiers.
who...
They braved through Afghanistan so that we can have slime every day. They went into the slime mines of Afghanistan to recover all of it that was stolen from our dear sweet country when Osama bin Laden flew over on his cosmic Vespa, took all the slime and zapped away back to Afghanistan. That's how it happened. That's how the war happened, I promise you.
Georgie Bush, our boy George, he doesn't like to talk about it, but the truth is, under his presidency, we lost so much Nickelodeon slime.
It's a fact. Like, they had to shut down Guts. It was that bad. They had to shut down Double Dare.
I'm not saying that Obama was perfect with our slime deficit management, but Georgie boy,
George fucked it. George fucked it real hard. Like
well,
George was...
we're talking about politics. We should probably calm down. Some of this is controversial.
It is controversial. Like, a lot of people don't like to talk about how Nickelodeon was an inside job. But let me tell you, it was. I was on the inside. I produced all the slime from 1997 to 1999. There was that much of a deficit.
My uncle works at the Dallas Cowboys. He had it in with Georgie Bush.
They were best friends.
Oh, what was George Bush's baseball team? Was it? I honestly have no idea.
It was the California Miyamotos. They had a really good track record, I promise you. Someone's gonna draw a picture of me sliming John Nickelodeon and his family. I can guarantee you that's gonna be a thing.
Oh.
I had absolutely no pepper spray on my person whatsoever.
I'm not Dane.
As I
I'm
said
Stephan.
earlier, I had emptied the canister
It'd be good to meet
and
Dane
disposed of the
someday.
He says that. Okay.
I had absolutely no pepper spray on my person whatsoever. Because as I had mentioned earlier, I had emptied the canister and disposed of the canister. I had
Okay,
done
so
nothing
in Virginia,
just,
pepper spray is classified under the same laws as a gun. So pepper spraying an employee is the
Is
equivalent
like-
of shooting them in their law.
Oh,
Now,
Chris.
in this video, Chris says that he went back to the store but didn't have the pepper spray because he emptied it out in the sink.
Yeah?
Which is like saying, I didn't come back to the store with the gun that I used
I
last time.
unloaded it
I
into
unloaded
the sink.
it into the sink.
I put my hand to the bag,
Oy.
and his subordinate shouts, "He's going for the pepper spray!"
Ooh, it's our boy Jesus Christ, my man JC.
Jesus H. Christo.
Hoo-hoo.
Krispy Kreme.
Later to be met with the same spiel and no answer to why.
Chris, they banned you because you pepper sprayed their employee and then fucked up all of
Yeah,
their Sonic Boom displays.
But they changed Sonic's arms, Tony. If anything, Chris's reaction was tame.
That's true.
That's
true.
I
I mean, he did glitter bomb Sega. He did mail them a letter with glitter in it.
He did?
That was him glitter bombing them.
Oh, did he use the official glitter bomb, like, site, or did he just put
No,
glitter
he
in
just
it?
put glitter in an envelope multiple times, according to him, and then mailed it to them.
It doesn't work like that.
No, you have to, like,
Yeah.
put a bomb in it, like Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
You know,
Slime bomb.
slime bomb. He's going for the Slimer. I really hope people in my dorm are hearing me talk about George Bush and Nickelodeon slime and wondering, you know...
I was gonna say, we had dinner with Tony's neighbor, Jake, earlier today, and I wonder what he thinks when he's hearing through the wall.
Yeah. I remember when I first got here my first year, I'd play Dota 2 a lot, and I do a lot of yelling, because it's a MOBA, it's that kind of game, you get mad, you get salty. So I'd be up for hours, just yelling. And I'd play with my friend Tanner, and Tanner's a great guy, wonderful guy, but he'd make really weird decisions that were silly. So a lot of my yelling was Tanner, stop, Tanner. So eventually, Paul, my neighbor, comes over and he goes, Tony, who is Tanner? I was like, what? He goes, who's Tanner, and why are you yelling at him all the time? Why are you so mean to him? And I'm like, I'm not mean to him, he just fucks up my lane. He comes into my lane and he pushes it too hard. And he's like, Tony, relax. It was weird. I was like, maybe I should be a little quieter. And he's like, no, it's fine. We think it's hilarious.
Everyone wins.
Stop banging Tanner.
And nobody wins, but the hippopotamus waits upon each of our heads forever.
See, Chris thinks that his patronage of the GameStop is so vast
Oh yeah.
that it is a hit to their profits for banning him.
Let me tell you, Jimmy GameStop at GameStop US headquarters, when he heard that Chris stopped, he was like, shit, we're losing. We are in the red right now. We were in the black. We're fucked.
We are in communism. Call up Putin himself, because we're about to lose at least 2% of our profits. Yeah, this is Chris's new thing. Whenever he has intense amounts of stress, he says, there's a hippopotamus weight on my head.
Oh.
Because
I
that's
mean,
clever. At least he thinks it is.
I'd be stressed out too, but
If Jimmy GameStop... The funny thing about this is that GameStop responded when Chris originally sent a letter, and their response was essentially, you're still more than welcome to order off of our online website, we just do not want you in our stores.
yeah.
Which Chris got upset about. Because then he can't trade in his games, I guess. I don't know. What if Chris Chan ran for office? I'd vote for him. Make Sonichu great again.
How many votes for Harambe countrywide again?
What was it, like 11,000? 15,000?
Some amount, but
It was like between 10 and 20,000, I think.
Pristine Western
We
Channel.
could have had him. We could have had Harambe. You know what picture I love?
What's that?
I love that picture where, like, gee, I wonder what's gonna happen. Like, people were predicting, like, where the states would be. And it's that picture where they're all yellow and it's just Jeb Bush.
Yeah. Jeb.
Jeb.
Fashion Square.
Oh boy.
Please clap.
Let me tell you, Jebby boy, not a kind man.
No.
He came to my school when I was little. I think I've told the story before, so I'll keep it short. Dick to children. That should be his campaign slogan. It should have been, Jeb Bush, I'm a dick to kids.
Worldwide.
You know Jeb dicking those kids daily. That's they call him Dick, Kid Dicker, Ted, Jeb. Ted.
That's what they say.
That's
That's
what-
how he was introduced when they introduced him at my school. They were like, here he is, Jeb, Dicker Kids.
Dicker Kids. That sounds like a restaurant. It's like a Friendlies.
Jeb Dicker Kids.
Dicker Kids. I'm Jeb, the owner of Dicker Kids. Come, bring your kids
We got
down.
a fried chicken special.
Kids love the chicken. They love the
The
dickin'.
nuggies. The chicken nugger.
Nuggers are 50% off if your kid is under 12.
I'm very serious in this.
Chris
Your
is
lack of
serious.
response
You
has
can
left
tell
me most
in his
upset.
face.
They
My
did
yellow
respond.
shirted
His
foe.
gross face.
His speech is very unnatural. It sounds like
And
English.
you will lose business because of this. And if
Yes.
you do not have me unbanned from all 4 of the local GameStops, as well as the Best Buy and Fashion Square, this multi-person ban from you all will still continue on. So you
It's
think
funny,
about
he says
that.
like he's not
Bring
gonna buy
back
any of
the
their
karma
things,
to
but
us
like
all.
he couldn't even if he wanted to. And he says that he's had his fans embargoed the stores,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like that's
You're
like no
discriminating
one.
against the LGBT
but
A
his-
solid
community
3
as
people.
well as
A
the
solid 3
autism
people did, but that's
community.
only because they were in other states.
Decide
Come
to
down to
hate
Dicker
against
Kids.
them.
Come bring your kids.
When you hate-
Come with your kids, please. Bring them. All of them.
We all
Get
know
your
that
kids,
love
just
and
put 'em in.
friendship
Put them in. Tie them
Put
up.
it in.
Leave them on the doorstep. We
Lot
like them
better.
fresh. We like them hot. We like them without clothes.
We'll give them
Please.
nuggies.
We'll give them
Of
nuggies.
course.
They are definitely chicken nuggets and not Jeb Bush's wiener. We promise you.
That's a guarantee.
That's a Jeb and tea.
Including My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and the Care Bear.
Oy. Can I hear what he said about friendship is magic again?
Could prevent a lot of wars if we take to the lessons learned from the positive friendship TV shows that are made available, including My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and the Care Bears.
MLP wasn't around when George Bush was in office, but Care Bears was. So I think the bottom line is George Bush should have watched more Care Bears.
That's true.
Take to the lessons
I just wanna hear it again.
learned from the positive friendship TV shows
It's so good.
that are made available, including My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and the Care Bears.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It just
I'll be
something.
hearing that in my dreams.
Something about that wisdom,
Embargo.
that truth
On
bomb,
the
you know.
GameStops, the Best Buy, and Simon shopping
Just-
malls begins right now.
Take him to Dickers.
Game
Dicker Kids.
over. GameStop. Game over. El juego se acabado.
Oh no.
That's some bad pronunciation, kiddo. Let's close that. All right.
Ooh.
All right, kiddos. Let's open up the Discord. You know the drill. Send in that fan art, and I'll show it.
So speaking about fan art, I don't know if B-Roy is in the chat, but Tony showed me the new fan art they did of Good Guy and Bad Guy. And I just wanted to thank them from the bottom of my heart, because I loved it.
Stephan loved the picture where Bad Guy was blowing a kiss to Good Guy.
Hmm.
We're gonna do some more Xenoverse streaming.
Yeah, I would love to do more Xenoverse.
We're definitely gonna do some more of that, but he liked it. He thought it was great. But let's see what kind of fan art we're getting. If you guys don't know, you can send fan art to the Discord, and only the Discord now. I don't accept it on Facebook or anywhere else, just because it's a lot easier to accept it all in the Discord, and it also doesn't fuck up the quality, and anybody can do it right now. Some good shit right now.
Oh, that's amazing.
You're gonna send that to Skylar, right?
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, someone's made a YouTube video juego.
Hoo-hoo.
Alright, let's pause that up. What else have we got? We got some more pictures. I think that's it for now. Let's just go ahead and start showing some of these boys. Let me scroll up a bit. B-Roy says you're welcome.
Thank you. Oh.
That's lovely. That's me.
Oh, yeah.
That's me every night. I just sit in my bed and stroke my picture of Joseph in his tequila girl costume. Oh, that's so wonderful. That's so great. You're just missing the scars on my hand, and you're just about there, kid.
I was gonna say, that looks really good.
I know, right? All the fan art I get is so wonderful. I love seeing it. Vanilla Ice. Ooh. Stefan hasn't seen Vanilla Ice, but that's what he looks like.
I was gonna say, I could also pull that off.
That you could make a good Vanilla Ice.
Thank you.
And his fantastic stand, Cream. That's it. That's the name. Good boys have bullets in the sink. I love it. Let me open. I'm gonna periodically continue to open the Discord. Open link. Ah, somebody drew this. It's me with a stand.
Rhinestone Cowboy. I love it.
I like it a lot. I think they drew this because I mentioned in one of my streams how much I enjoy the Emperor stand and how I think it's really cool. So they made this one. Maybe they just made it on their own, in which case you have some fantastic taste.
Yeah, that's really well designed. I especially love the poncho.
I like the poncho. I like the straps on it. The arms are cool. It's got Popeye arms. The hat, the face is really good.
Tony loves his Popeye arms.
I do love my Popeye arms. It's just good. Like, if I had a stand, it'd be that. It just looks good. Let's see. What else? Why, Father? I hate you.
Father.
Oh my god. That's pretty good.
That is really good.
I like the purple eyes, you know?
Honestly, I think my favorite part is the flames.
The flames, yeah, the flames.
I mean, the drawing is good. Like, obviously the flames aren't drawn, but I just love the juxtaposition of the drawing and the flames.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I don't know, I really like the purple eyes. That's not a thing Chris ever did. But now I kind of wish he had, because it kind of makes Sonichu look interesting.
It works, yeah.
I think Magichan had purple eyes, because he was purple designed. Ooh, this art style...
Wild Sonichu.
When people post art enough in my Discord, I just realize who's drawn it. Like this, I can tell B-Roy drew that. I didn't even have to look and see that it was B-Roy's. This is Super Crazy Crasher, I can tell, just by the line work. But Wild Sonichu looks pretty good, boy.
Yeah.
I like the tail especially. The tail is very interesting.
I hadn't even noticed the tail until you pointed it out. That is nice.
Very nice leaf work there. I also like the fingernails. Fingernails, real cool. Looks like Wild Sonichu, makes him look distinct enough. I don't know what that medallion is, but pretty chill. I like it. So we're gonna hold off on that one.
That's my favorite.
Someone drew a picture of Gurcakes. Gurcakes is a grill who frequents my chat, and her profile picture is a Scraggy.
Is that Scrafty or Scraggy?
Scrafty, sorry. Not a Scraggy. It's the one with the pants. It's got the pants.
Gotta have those pants.
Super Pokemon. Crasher.
He's gonna be the cover legendary of Pokemon Pants version.
Who's gonna be Pokemon shirt?
I don't know.
Pokemon Pantsuit. It's coming.
They'll invent a new one for the shirt, and it'll have a great shirt.
What's its name gonna be? Shirtimon? Shirtachu?
Shirtanamore.
Shirtanamore?
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore with a shirt?
Yeah.
But, yeah, Super Crazy Crasher, for those of you who don't know, if you're regulars in the chat, or if you frequent the Discord, Super Crazy Crasher will generally offer to draw you a picture, and then like turn you into a thing. So this is the picture for Gur Cakes, which is nice. It has definitive grill features like eyelashes.
Men don't have eyelashes.
I've got huge ass eyelashes. Jesus Christ.
Let me get a good look at your eyes. Yeah,
They're
those
very-
are some reasons. Those are. Whew.
They're big, you know.
I
They're
was gonna
not-
say I'm usually looking into your eyes, not at your eyes. So
Stop it, please. You spoil me. But this is done by Wild Person, who I call White Person because it looks like the same. Let's open some more links, by the way. More people are sending in more things. You guys have a lot of fan art. I like it. Probably because we skipped over a week.
we fought the British for this.
This is what we did. Make America great again.
It's really nice art.
It is really nice. I like the faces.
I especially love that neck on our boy Donnie.
I know, right? The Donald with my stand.
The wall.
The wall. Oh my god. What is this? I want BET to assert her dominance by beating me to a pulp while also calling racial slurs towards whites.
I don't know the context
I
for
don't know
this,
the context, but
I
I'll-
like it.
I'll roll with it. I like the afro on this boy.
Oh, that's Bob Ross.
I know that's Bob Ross.
It's
I
like-
just couldn't remember his name at that point. I don't know what I was
Ross
blanking.
Bob.
Ross Bob. Let's get to Wild Person's Chris Chan parody.
Hey, hello, Miss Christine Weston Chandler.
He does a pretty good job.
Mm-hmm.
To Papa District with you. So you can make video games and comic books out of my property, Wild Sonichu, my original property.
That's a pretty good drawing, my boy.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice.
I would have to sit back and
medallion.
supervise
I don't know what it's attached to. It looks
It looks like pipe cleaner.
It looks like pipe cleaner. What is that?
And also,
I
That's
don't
tape.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's pipe cleaner.
My
but
boy, is that just tape?
I
Is
love
that just
it.
black tape?
Electrical
look at
tape.
that.
It's electrical tape to contain the electric power.
Oh my god, that's so clever. I don't know if he did that on purpose, but I really hope that he did, because that's fucking clever.
I would have to get some porno magazines, and also I'd like to.
I mentioned to him that Chris at one point actually sold his porno mags on Craigslist.
Oh, Chris, no. I gotta say, this guy's got just the right cadence, just the right words.
He's got good words.
It all comes together in a beautiful package.
I also love the way he says chicken nuggies. It makes me happy.
Ooh.
Tony, what is your Discord? You can get to my Discord by going to the website that is on the screen right now. It has links to my Discord, my Facebook, and everything else, and it's super easy, my boy. There's a link right there. You can just click it, and you're instantly in, and you can join the best buckaroos you've ever seen. That's my Discord. There's the people in it.
Those fucking kids.
Chris
Fuck
doesn't-
children.
Chris doesn't like kids.
He was a kid once.
We all were, except for me. I crawled
Tony
out of
just-
the void.
Just popped out like that, ready to go.
I crawled out of the Nickelodeon slime, fully grown and erect, waiting for my moment to be on Double Dare. And it never came. But let me open the Discord and see what else. It looks like that's it. So we can finally get to the last picture.
Oh
which
yeah, my favorite.
You're on fire.
And that's a really good drawing of me without knowing what I look like. Like,
Yeah.
there's only a couple of things off. Otherwise, it's just perfect.
What do you think, would you say is off?
Well, unfortunately, my mustachios, are not quite that pronounced.
That's true. Stephan, his mustache does not actually connect to his beard. It's just kind of like a mustache, and like his beard doesn't go up quite that high.
Yeah, and but it still looks like super accurate and super great.
Yeah, like I could tell that that's you.
Yeah, I
They
knew
even
the
got the
second I
Adam's apple.
saw it. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's good. This is great. You better send that. You better send that.
Oh,
to
believe me,
Skylar.
I will.
Ooh, this is fantastic, and this was drawn by Witchy Business.
Ooh, witchy
let me
business.
just
Thank you.
double check that for you.
Yeah, you passed it. Said
Oh.
witchy business.
That is Witchy Business. Thank everybody. Again, I can't get over the purple eyes on that Sonichu. I love the purple eyes.
Why,
on that.
father?
Father, please. But
Oh,
Wait, do you have blush? Is there blush on this picture too?
Ooh, I hope so.
There's blush on this picture. There has to be. Do my eyes deceive me?
I can't quite tell, but we can imagine it's there.
There's blush on that. I can see
love
it.
it.
It's just subtle enough.
Oh.
If I look from far away, I can see it more. That's great. But thank you guys for joining me on this lovely Christian stream. Thank you,
Thanks
Stephan.
for having me.
It was nice. And for those of you who don't know, there will be another stream after this. I'm going to stream Warcraft 3, or at least I'm going to try to. Warcraft 3 does not like streaming software. I doodled some fast art. Oh, okay. Did you send it in the Discord? Oh, you did. You did just now, so I'll also look at that right quick. Where's Sonichu?
I'm a slime ya.
I'm a slime ya, boy. Who am I sliming? Is that a clown? Am I sliming? Oh, that's my butt crack. That is not my pants. That is my butt crack.
Oh.
I'm a golden artist yet again, obsessed with drawing Tony with no pants. But thank you. I'm a slime ya. I like it. I like the slime.
Slimy boys.
It's Christian. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense why the makeup and hair is so wacky. But thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to be streaming Warcraft 3 after this, so I will see you guys very soon.
Good night to all, and to all a good night.